Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday evening from downtown Fargo for Division 1A Region 1 Volleyball here tonight. It's the visiting Central Cass Squirrels tangling with the Oak Grove Grovers. I'm Chase Miller, and welcome to our pregame show. Central Cass comes in with a mark of 6-3 on the season and 2-1 in Region 1 play. Head coach is Dana Stansberry. Well, for the Grovers, 11-4 on the season, 1-1 in the region. Head coach is Angie Johnson. For the Squirrels, they sweep on the road in Hunter against Northern Cass back on Tuesday. After tonight, Central Cass will be back in session for homecoming week, in which the Squirrels will host the Lisbon Broncos in Castleton on Tuesday. While for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers, they lost a tough four-setter against the Kindred Vikings back and forth in all four sets back on Tuesday in Kindred. Up next here for Oak Grove, they in 2 will enjoy a weekend off before traveling to Valley City. That'll be upcoming on Tuesday here for the Grovers. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll get to our starting lineups. We'll take a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, your latest Region 1 standings, and hear from the coaches as well. But when we return, we'll take a look at the Region 1 standings, how it's playing out early on here so far. You get 12 region games on the season. For some, you're already a quarter of the way done. For others, you're going to get to that point here after this evening. It's Central Cass and Oak Grove from Oak Grove here tonight on yourliveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. As we take a look at your Region 1 standings entering play here this evening, everybody in action outside of Wahpeton here tonight for Region 1 Volleyball. Valley City, the team that's got the whole shot to begin with, 3-0 here in Region 1. They sit number 1. Tied for second, Central Cass and Kindred. They will play each other in about just over a week and a half here between the Squirrels and the Vikings. They're both at 2-1 in Region 1 play. Fourth is tied between Oak Grove and Lisbon at 1-1. If it ended today, Oak Grove would have the game in hand over the Lisbon Broncos after beating Lisbon earlier this season. Northern Cass currently sits in 6th at 0-2, and then the Wahpeton Huskies 7th at 0-3. This evening, you have Northern Cass at Valley City, Kindred at Lisbon tonight, and again, Wahpeton is idle. Going back to Tuesday, Wahpeton went to Valley City, lost in straight sets against the Highliners. Central Cass went to Northern Cass, and as we talked about, able to sweep the Jags. Lisbon went to Enderlin for a battle of Ransom County and lost to the Enderlin Eagles in 5. And Oak Grove lost in 4 at Kindred back on Tuesday. Also coming up here for some Grover and alongside Squirrel Sports, the Central Cass Squirrels, the football team for head coach Tommy Butler and his staff will make his way and their way to Dickinson, the Queen City, upcoming on Friday, tomorrow night for the final non-region game here for Central Cass before they start playing the eastern portion of their schedule for homecoming a week from Friday against the Wahpeton Huskies. While for the Squirrels cross-country team, they will make their way to Valley City on Saturday at Bjornson Park for a cross-country meet. For the Grovers, their co-op with Shanley football, they will host Minot High, the Magicians, upcoming on Friday from Sid Cichy Stadium. And then they got trap shooting on Sunday, a club sport here for Fargo Oak Grove as well. So that's a look at what's to come here for the respective Squirrel and Grover athletics as well. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more. Some of the players to watch out for ahead of our coaches' conversation, starting lineups, that and more still to come tonight here on your LiveEvent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's Central Cass Booster Club @gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American Family Insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back into your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Going through the last couple of seasons here when these two teams have matched up during the regular season, back in 2023 in Castleton, Oak Grove swept the Central Cass Squirrels in their lone regular season matchup. Last season here in Fargo on October the 15th, Oak Grove won a thriller in 5 over the Central Cass Squirrels. That was last year in the regular season. Then the two teams met in the Region 1 Championship a month later on November the 14th, and you saw Oak Grove come away with the Region 1 Championship and get to a state tournament for the third time in program history with a sweep over the Central Cass Squirrels. So that's a look at the most recent matchups between both of these programs. For Oak Grove, able to see a really nice performance from an outside hitter, sophomore in Claire Middle, back on Tuesday against the Kindred Vikings. And if they can get going at Taya Rosted as well on the inside, that'll on the middle spot, that'll really help Oak Grove going forward throughout the rest of this season. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, senior Layden and also a ton of varsity experience again back for head coach at Dana Stainsbury's club here for Central Cass. It starts with Izzy Thompson, all Region 1 selection from a season ago here. Able to see two setters of Brady Bussey and Abby Convervig in the 6-2, and then Kendra Broughton, the libero, will be roaming the back row. Those are just some of the players to watch out for both of these two clubs, respectively, here this evening. From Darwin Gorder Gymnasium here on Parents' Night at Oak Grove, it is Division A and a little rivalry night between the Squirrels and the Grovers. We'll take a quick timeout. When we come back after this, we'll get into our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Dana from the Central Cass Squirrels first, then we'll hear from Angie Johnson of the Grovers. It's all ahead of our starting lineups and the opening serve here this evening on YourLiveEvent.com.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
What was that? Is that Top Insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance, maybe?
I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe.
That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here tonight from downtown Fargo, a little rivalry night between the Central Cass Squirrels and the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers for Division A Region 1 Volleyball. Join us here, the head coach from Central Cass. That is Dana Stansberry here. And Dana, for your team, match number 10 coming here into the season. As you kind of get to this, third of the way year roughly in terms of matches, what have you liked most about your team's performance, particularly earlier in the week with a road win at Northern Cass?
The biggest thing for us is we played as a team, and that's something that hadn't quite happened yet. We weren't gelling the way I wanted us to. Tonight, that's our goal again. Come together as a team, support each other, celebrate each other, and come out on top.
You go through Oak Grove, it's any particular night, you're going to have really good competition, but Elena Foster-Devolt's probably a number one to make sure you got to put some hands up when she's at the net. But what's going to be a challenge tonight from some of the players returning, and also what Oak Grove looks like this year here from your point of view, Dana?
Oak Grove does a really nice job of spreading the net. We're going to see right side hitters that are consistent. We need to make sure that our outsides are up strong on the block, and then, of course, setting the block on their outsides to make sure that we are stopping her, DeVold, and everyone else.
You go through with Izzy Thompson. Just what have you kind of seen her in terms of an all-around world performance, this season?
So Izzy is a firecracker. This is her fourth year on varsity. She is an all-around player. She led in digs the other night, and she led in kills. You don't see that as often anymore, and it's pretty fun to have a kid that will throw her body and put a hand out and make amazing plays. When we were having a tough time finishing against Northern Cass in that third set, well, actually every set, she was the one that threw her hand out, got the ball rolling, got everyone excited, and that's what we need to do as a team, follow her lead and that energy.
Talk us through what does Oak Grove mean to you in terms of this rivalry with, the volleyball program, but Central Cass Oak Grove. I know it goes back many generations for folks. When you just think of the Squirrels and the Grovers, a lot of different memories pop up. But from your point of view, Dana, what does this kind of rivalry mean to you as a coach?
As we joked earlier, we said that we think that Oak Grove purposely always does parent night. Every time we come here, they've got some kind of celebration, which is great. We love celebrating kids. But it is two quality programs playing against each other. We've got Angie Johnson coaching for the Grovers this year. Obviously a very intelligent, skilled coach, so putting that together with the kids, I think it'll be a good night of volleyball.
Final thing for me, Dana, what's the one thing you want to see from your club here tonight? Is it blocking? Is it having good passes? What's one area that you must do well to try to come out with a road victory?
The biggest thing for us is offensive movement. We have got to put the ball down tonight. We've got to swing aggressively, put the ball where they're not. That's something that we haven't seen our squad do or our team do effectively yet, and I think tonight's the night.
Dana, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight.
All right, thanks, Chase.
And again, Coach Stansberry here with us from the Central Cass Squirrels. We'll continue with more after this here on our pregame show. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
As we continue on our pregame show here tonight from Fargo, it's the Grovers and the Squirrels for Division A Region 1 Volleyball. Joining us here from Oak Grove's perspective is their head coach, is Angie Johnson. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. And Angie, I think Tuesday night was a little microcosm of what a lot of volleyball fans in this region are going to see this year. A lot of high-quality volleyball that's probably going to go deep into sets, have a chance to go 4 or 5. I know you didn't come up on the winning side against the Vikings, but what did you see from your team overall in a match that really could have gone either way between you and Kindred on Tuesday?
You know, it's fun to play in matches like that because you get to see what you need to work on. It's still early on in the season, and we're going to see them again. So, but I was just really excited to see us a little bit more defensively focused, getting to that ball, and then just seeing how we worked out a lot on blocking. So just kind of seeing how we did with that, and obviously our offense being aggressive when we put the ball over the net.
Going up against the Central Cass, I know Izzy Thompson probably feels like she's a 10-year varsity player at this standpoint, but they got Severson, some other girls as well that have an opportunity to be some big hitters. So what's going to be a challenge against the Dana Stansberry team here later tonight?
You know, I just think we need to keep our heads under control. They bring a lot of energy. We got to see them a little bit this summer at team camp, so we kind of know who their big hitters are, but just maintaining our heads and our composure on our side of the net is going to be huge.
The one player that had herself a nice little run was the sophomore outside hitter in Claire Middle against the Kindred Vikings. At one point, had multiple kills almost in a row for you guys. What have you seen from her grow so far early on this season here, Angie?
Yeah, it's been really fun to see her get a little bit more aggressive. I mean, just knowing Claire, she's very meek, she's very soft-spoken, all of that. So just trying to get a little bit more aggressiveness out of her when she's on the court, and I think that comes out in those big games.
As you take a look at this one, it is the Squirrels, it's the Grovers. It's a rivalry contest for a lot of folks. So your first dip in this rivalry as the Grover head coach, what do you just expect knowing that you've been in this region long, you've heard enough stories from a Grover Squirrel perspective, Angie? So what's your take on it being the first time on this side as a Grover head coach?
It's just really fun. I mean, Dana and I were talking before the game, and we just know it's going to be a really good night of volleyball. And we both understand our region is so tough right now that it really doesn't matter at the end of the day what the score is and what it ends up. And so we just need to go out there and play our best.
Angie, as always, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here this evening.
Thank you.
And again, Coach Johnson for the Grovers will continue with more after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Join us for the Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run, Saturday, October 4th at Oak Grove Park. Every step you take supports Grover athletes, providing equipment, travel, live streaming, and more. Register today at GroverAthleticClub.com and be part of the Oak Grove Homecoming Fun. The Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run. Let's go, Grover Nation.
Those interviews brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency, your home, auto, life, business, and farm insurance agency that wants a shot at your business. Go to djcoulter.com. That again is djcoulter.com. It's the Central Cass Squirrels looking for their 7th win of the season at 7-3 on the year, 2-1 in Region 1 play. Going up against the Grovers in search of their 12th win of the season. Oak Grove 11-4 on the year and 1-1 in Region 1 play. Both teams will have the weekend off and get ready for more volleyball upcoming on Tuesday, in which Central Cass will host the Lisbon Broncos. Well, for the Oak Grove Grovers, they will make their way to Valley City. From Darwin Gorder Gymnasium, that does it for our pregame show here on Parents Night for the Fargo Oak Grove Grovers. When we return, we'll get to our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wesleyan, a Kramer Agency. That is coming up around the corner ahead of the opening serve here tonight from Fargo for a little rivalry between the Squirrels and the Grovers here on your LiveVent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Hi, we're Tommy's Express. Scan the QR code for a fast pass to a free month of washing. Our modern car wash offers a bright, open environment and a low-stress conveyor belt entry. Our signature scent, ceramic body wax, spot-free rinse, and heated blowers give you the best shine in town. Check out the wash for yourself. Washing your car is easy, fast, and fun. Visit Tommy's Express today.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
As we get ready for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Wesleyan Kramer Agency here tonight. for the Central Cass Squirrels in their black attire with the red numerals and lettering. They'll go like this. Abby Convervig, a senior setter. From there, you got Izzy Thompson. Thompson, a senior, will work around the horn here this evening for the outside hitter. Whitney Mitchell, a junior, and an awfully good pitcher in her own right as well. From there, you have Emily Broden. Broden, the junior here for Central Cass. Then you have the libero and Kendra Broughton, another senior. From there, Mackenzie Meyer, a sophomore. And then you have Aspen Preen, a senior, and an awfully good softball player as well, including hoops, Aspen Preen. So again, Convervig, Thompson, Mitchell, Emily Broden with Broughton, Meyer, and Preen. Central Cass head coach is Dana Stansberry with a mark of 6-3 on the season, 2-1 in Region 1 play. From there, for the Grovers here tonight in their white uniforms, the maroon numerals and lettering outlined in black here this evening for Fargo Oak Grove. As Aspen Jost, the senior libero at 5'5", Jost again at the libero spot. A junior setter at 5'9" is Rachel Christensen. From there, a senior middle blocker at 5'8" is Taya Rosted. Rosted at 5'8". Also in the starting lineup here this evening for the Grovers will be Sophia Geiger. Geiger, a senior at 5'6" for the defensive specialist. From there in the starting lineup is Molly Welsh, a sophomore. You'll see her part of the 6-2 rotation here for head coach Angie Johnson in an opposite and a setter. From there you have Callie Wisegram, a junior middle blocker. Wisegram again a junior. And from there you have Elena Foster DeVold, a junior outside hitter. So again, Jost Christensen with Rosted, Geiger, Welsh, Wisegram, and Foster DeVold here for head coach Angie Johnson and the Grovers, 11-4 and 1-1 in Region 1 play. That does it for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by Farmers Union Insurance, Wasley and Kramer Agency. Scott and Tyler are your local small town agents in Castleton and surrounding communities, whether it's crop and farm to home and auto and more. Visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for great rates and local service that you expect. We're back with the opening serve next between the Squirrels and Grovers on your live event.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Ada Building Center has been serving the Red River Valley with exceptional customer service and competitive prices. From computer drafting, estimating, on-site consultations, free product delivery, they are there for you from start to finish. Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge, Ada, or online, adabuildingcenter.com. They'll help you turn your project into a masterpiece. Ada Building Center, LLC. Building dreams, one project at a time.
As we are ready to play some Region 1 volleyball here tonight in Fargo, Chase Miller with you here on this Thursday. For more high school games coming up throughout the weekend, simply go to our website, yourliveevent.com. You can hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, that and more. Abby Convervig will do the honors here for the senior for Central Cass. Opening serve here at 7:28, and we're underway in downtown Fargo. Where did the Grovers go? They come middle. This one kept alive for the moment, but the middle hitter coming down Main Street here for the Grovers is Foster DeVold. That'll be a kill, and the Grovers get the opening point on that Bank North scoreboard. As Aspen Jost now on to serve here for the Grovers. Jost gets this one across. Central Cass with Convervig set. Here's a big right-handed swing down for the point. That'll be by Aspen Preen. So quickly, zero transition game, but we've seen both teams that have had the serve receive have a nice pass, good set, and put one down in the middle. As Central Cass now to the service line, as it'll be with Gunnifson. Kiera will come to the opposite libero and Jost. This one set. Foster DeVold with the left hand, able to tip it down for the point. Elena's got her second of the match able to give the Grovers a 2-1 advantage. As Welsh will come onto the service line here for Oak Grove. This will be the first service error of the night for either club. Both teams played a tight affairs back on Tuesday where Central Cass was able to go on the road and pick up a win against Northern Cass. Every time they had a chance to close them out in a set or a match, the Jags would come back and push them to the limit as Foster DeVold has a power tip down the line, covered nicely by Gunnifson. Free ball over by Covervig. Joe set to Welsh. This one by Ross, a little power tip. Gunnifson able to hit it with the left hand. Here comes Thompson with a power tip of her own. Welsh set outside. Foster DeVold gonna be blocked, but eventually down for the point. Her third kill after the block by Emily Broden. For the Grovers, a match that whoever would have lost between Oak Grove and Kindred probably would have had a coulda, woulda, shoulda kind of thought in their mindset back on Tuesday as the Squirrels unable to get that one across. It's 4-2. Oak Grove squandered the third set in which they led for the vast majority. Then from there in the fourth set, Kindred led 14-5. Grovers came all the way back to take the lead in the 20s, but eventually succumbed to the Vikings. Jost keeps this one moving. Here's a little power tip down the line and for the points. Claire Middle had herself a really nice performance in Kindred on Tuesday, and if you can get that with a Foster DeVold, it just becomes ever more dangerous here from a Grover offensive perspective here in volleyball. As Elena on to serve. As she does, this one flutters across. The Squirrels will back set on the way. Right-handed swing through the double, down for the points. Emily Broden earns that kill. It's 5-3. Also going on this evening in Region 1 volleyball, Northern Cass at Valley City and Kindred at Lisbon. We'll keep you apprised of those matches during our set recaps, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. Bussey onto the service line. This one will come to the middle to Welsh. Here's a tip by Middle, covered nicely by Bussey, but we have a violation going underneath here on the tip, and the Squirrels will get back-to-back points. New this season again in Division A volleyball. With the three divisions, it's a double round robin, so you get to play each other twice compared to the old Class B where you played each other just once. As there's going to be a kill here for the Squirrels. Mackenzie Meyer gets her first, and we're knotted at 5 apiece. As a serve will be upcoming here for Central Cass. As Bussey back to the service line. For Central Cass, Christensen to the outside. This one off the ribbon on the attempt by Middle. Here's another pushover by Meyer for Central Cass. Middle, right-handed swing. Found a nice little spot in the back. And Claire gets her second kill of the match. It's 6-5. Central Cass will take the point. Service upcoming here for the Grovers. This will be with Geiger. Bussey back set. Here's a right-handed swing, going to be blocked. Thompson trying to get that one over the double. And Wisegram able to earn her first block of the night, as the Squirrels now trailing it by 2 on the Bank North scoreboard here against the Grovers. As we'll have a conversation here at center as the two will talk it over. As this will go back to the scores table here just to make sure everything is in proper rotation and the spot. And they have it here at 7-5. Service for Oak Grove. As this will be hit by Bussey to the outside on the attempt. After that swing by Severson, now comes to the near side as Thompson. Great spawn attempt by Jost. As Middle gets this one across. Meyer, Bussey, free ball over by the libero here for Central Cass in Broughton. Tight again quickly on the second. Meyer with the pushover on the third. Grover's back bump. This would be by Jost to Christensen just off the ribbon and eventually down for the point. Good attempt by Broughton to try to get that one. 8-5 here for the Grovers. Christensen becomes the third Grover in the kill category here in the opening set on our Bank North scoreboard. Service for Oak Grove, second service error here in set number 1. As Izzy Thompson, a returning All-Region 1 player. You had Becca Cagley, an All-Region 1 player from last season, gone, and Dana Stansberry, the Region 1 Coach of the Year, back at the helm here for Central Cass. As Bussey set outside, here goes Mitchell into the middle. Welsh looking for the dump opportunity. Nicely done to keep it alive. Back row attack by Thompson. It's down for the point. Kendra Broughton able to help that one out, and Izzy hammers one for her first kill of the match. Grover's back up by 1, and this is just kind of what Region 1's going to be most of the season. It's going to be high-level, competitive, close volleyball on any particular night. First service error of the evening for Central Cass. As Rachel Christensen, the junior at 5'9", back to the service line. As Christensen into the middle, Thompson will be tight, and eventually putting that one down as Welsh. Up by 3 here for Oak Grove, trying to separate a little bit. It's been the Grovers with the lead, or we've been tied at 1, 2, and 5 this evening. Bussey will see it, is able to get that one across. Here was Broughton. Free ball over by the Grovers with middle. Bussey back set. Here goes Meyer with the tip, covered by Jost. Tight by Christensen. Will have a violation on the nets. Or will they call that? Nope, that will be a net. Wondering if it might have been a double. They will call it on number 2. That is Rachel Christensen for the net violation. And the service here for Broughton, the senior. Broughton with the running jump serve. Christensen set middle. This one by Wisegram with a good spot in for the kill. Kelly Wisegram with her first. Saw her use the tip awfully well on Tuesday in Kindred, but that time put one in the back left corner. We'll see a serve upcoming here for Lyndon Broneski. Lyndon into the middle. Able to help it out are the Squirrels, and a pushover on the third for Severson. Christensen set to the outside. Foster Devo. Broughton keeps it alive. Thompson with the bump. Free ball across by Broughton. Grovers. Christensen back set. Here comes Welsh. Good dig by Thompson. Bussey back set. Here's a tip across the net on the way there by Severson. And a free ball eventually over by the Grovers. Bussey coming to the middle. Here comes Preen. Was it touched? It was not out of play. And a point at a 12-8 here for. Make that a point for Central Cass. So you do have a net violation. Let's make it 11-9 here for the Grovers, which allows Central Cass to sub in Emily Broden and Abby Covervig. Covervig will come in and set now for the Squirrels as she does into the middle. Grovers coming to the middle. There's going to be a block, and eventually we get 4. So it never got over the net. Got 4 hits. Make it 11-10 now. As Covervig back to a service line and a chance to tie things up at 11 up. Instead, we'll have the second service error of the evening here for the Squirrels. Both teams with 2 in that category. As the Grovers with Aspen Jost to the service line. As Jost with the serve into the middle. Someone's got to help it out, unable to do so after the dig there by Preen to try to keep that one up. Makes it 13-10. A little Hawaiian or luau night for the Grover student section. Nice student section for both the Squirrels and Oak Grove here in Fargo. This would be tight, able to get this one across, but then we get a violation there by Elena after the tip by Covervig, kind of winning that joust to put it over the net. 13-11. Nice looking crowd on a Thursday here in downtown Fargo from Darwin Gorder Gymnasium. As we'll see the serve on the way here for Gunnifson. Garrett to the back right. Christensen with the set. Welsh able to push this one across, but it was unable to be in the court of play as it went towards the bench side of the post and not in the court. So that'll be out of bounds, 13-12. Service here for the Squirrels. Into the back right corner by Foster Devo. Christensen coming to the middle. There is Rosted. This one will graze the ceiling. And eventually Thompson gets it over. Jost with a quick pass to Christensen. That might be a lift, and it is. We're knotted at 13. Fourth tie of the opening set. In the first set, so it was 5-all. As Central Cass is looking to take their first lead here in set number 1. Gunnufson with the serve to Broneski. This one to the outside. Foster DeVold will put one down. Got a one-on-one opportunity with Preen, and Elena with her 4th kill in the opening set. Grover's up by 1. Service on the way here for Welsh. Welsh, a sophomore at 5'10" for head coach Angie Johnson this season. Kovacic to the outside. Here comes Thompson with a rocket. Izzy with her 2nd kill. We're tied at 14. Serve here for Preen. Preen just over the ribbon. Jost trying to keep it alive. Foster DeVold goes all the way across the net to Christensen with the free ball. Squirrels trying to use it. Thompson down the line. That'll go out of play. And the Grovers able to withstand another attempt by Oak Grove to take the lead, or by Central Cass to take the lead. As the Grovers with Elena to the service line. Back right corner. Kovacic set. Thompson gets this one across on the 3rd. Christensen, Welsh set. Here comes Rosted, unable to get over the nets. 6th tie of the set. Who's going to get that little 3-0, 4-0 run to try to take set number 1 here for both Coach Dana and Angie said, expecting to see some high-level, good quality volleyball here this evening. Another good September test. To the outside, middle off the side of Meyer's hands for the kill. Claire with her 3rd between Foster DeVold and middle. They have 7 of the 9 kills here in the set for Oak Grove. 16-15 Grover's service on the way here for Geiger. As Geiger to Gunnufson. Bussey set middle. Here's Meyer, able to use the side of Christensen's hand for the points. Mackenzie Meyer gets her 2nd kill. That's 16-all. Able to see girls sports just continue to grow with girls wrestling, softball. Able to see cross country as well as they're getting closer to their regional. Girls golf already with regionals, getting to the state tournament here in the next week and a half. So been fun to see some of these sports just continue to grow from the girls' perspective, as Joe's able to dig this one out and hit, but eventually the point comes here for Central Cass with Meyer yet again. And Central Cass, for the first time in this set, has a lead. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in set number 1. Thompson to the service line. Izzy into the middle. Welsh back set. Here comes Christensen with the push. Covered nicely by Thompson. Bussey back set. Here goes Meyer. She's going to be blocked by middle. Christensen keeps alive on the Grover side. Now middle right-handed attempt. That'll go out of play. And the Squirrels have a 18-16 lead and a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Tope Insurance. Will take a short 30 and return after this here in Fargo.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. They provide insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota. They're a local company providing local service to all their policyholders. For more information, go to CassCountyMutual.com. That again is CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you or talk with Lindsey Johnson in Castleton throughout the week. So the Squirrels, their largest lead here on the Bank North scoreboard, up by 2, getting late here in set number 1. Thompson with the serve, and that'll be the 3rd service there for Central Cass. 18-17, and the serve comes right back on the Grovers side of things. As Oak Grove here with Christensen, someone looking for their first ace of the evening. Christensen, this one will come short. Central Cass back row attempt by Thompson, just over the net. Able to put that one across. Izzy with her third kill of the evening. Job by Broughton to keep that one alive, and then Bussey able to find Thompson there on the pass as the aforementioned Kendra to the service line. Broughton will see this one, and back-to-back serves by the Squirrels that go out of bounds. Another team has came out and hit, particularly in this first set. Largest lead is 3 for Oak Grove at one time. As Bussey set to the outside, off the top of the block, keeping that one alive is Preen. Thompson back to Aspen as Preen gets this one over. Nice little roll shot there from Preen. Her second kill, it's 20-18. Serve upcoming for Kavervig and the Central Cass Squirrels, 5 points away from trying to take set number 1 here tonight in Fargo. Kavervig into the middle. Grovers, Foster DeVold able to handle that one. Went one-on-one with Preen, and Elena gets her 5th kill. It's 20-19. As Jose will come to the service line. As she does into the middle, Preen with the pass to Kavervig. Back to Preen going one-on-one. Was it deflected? It was not out of play, and we're tied at 20. As Jose back to the service line, trying to see if she can give the Grovers a lead back, in which they led 16-15 last here in the first. Jose to the middle. Preen with the pass. This will be tight for Kavervig, looking for the dump, covered by Broneski. Set outside, Foster DeVold for the kill. Elena this time goes down the line, was going a little more cross court. It's 21-20 and a timeout on the floor. We'll break with them. Grovers up by 1.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
High school volleyball here on YourLiveEvent.com. This brought to you in part by Timeout, brought to you in part by Tope Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Get in touch with Ryan at 701-347-4045. So both teams have used the timeout here in the first. Aspen Jose on to serve. This will be dug tight. Kavervig able to get this one across then by Preen. Some passing that eventually gets hit over on the third by Welsh. Back set Kavervig. Here's a right-handed swing across the net by Emily Broden. Jose able to help it. Broneski unable to muscle it across on the third. Neither team would say that was efficient in passing. However, someone was going to take the point, and that goes to the Squirrels. Now Gunnifson, we've seen her have a couple of good serves to kind of get Oak Grove out of rotation, trying to do it again. Foster DeVold, though, with a perfect pass to Christensen. Elena comes up on top of the double, and we'll see a net violation here on Central Cass. So the point will be awarded to the Grovers. As Oak Grove comes to the service line here with Molly Welsh. As Welsh with the serve into the middle. Kavervig set outside Thompson. Jose keeps this one alive on the dig. Here's a tip by Foster DeVold, covered by Kavervig. Thompson with another chance. This will be out, but there was a touch at the net. Points awarded to Central Cass. Thompson with the kill. That'll be her 4th, and we're tied at 22. As the Squirrels will head to the service line here with Aspen Preen with 2 kills so far. Preen into the middle. Jose with the pass. This one will go Welsh. Back set. Foster to Vold. Going to see a block kept alive and eventually free balled across by Thompson. Welsh set middle. Here goes Rosted. Power tipped. Gunnifson to Kovarovic. Outside Thompson over the double. Jose with a sprawling attempt. Near side. Here goes Foster to Vold on top of the block. Kept alive by Preen. Back set on the way. This one is pushed over by Emily Broden. And she's going to get the points. A scrappy volley that goes to Central Cass. 23-22 on the Bank North scoreboard here in Fargo.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
On the Bank North scoreboard, they've been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender is Bank North. So Oak Grove out of timeouts here in set number 1. Service on the way here for Preen. Jose, Welsh set outside. Here goes Christensen. Kept alive and trying to get that one with the right hand. There was Gunnifson. Gave it a good attempt. Tied at 23. $11 ties here in set number 1. Foster to Vold on to serve as she does into the middle. Kovarovic with the bump to the outside. Thompson into the net. And the Grovers now with a set point opportunity. As Oak Grove with the serve here with Elena. 6 kills to lead the floor so far in the first. Gunnifson, Kovarovic, Thompson over the double, kept alive by Welsh. Jose with the back bump on the way. Middle, hits this one out of play. Service here for Bussey. As Bussey, Meyer back into the lineup. You got Thompson in the front alongside with Severson, with 2 in the back with Gunnifson and Broughton here now for the Squirrels. Service by Bussey goes to Jose to pass to Welsh. Coming Rosted. Nice little tip covered by Thompson. Bussey backs it. Meyer right-handed swing into the net. And another set point opportunity here for the Grovers. This will be their second in the first. As they will make a substitution as Wisegram will come on in the front row. And Oak Grove will see Geiger in the back with Foster to Vold as well. Served by Geiger. Bussey set. This one tipped on the way by Meyer. Right back across by the dig from Welsh. Outside Thompson. As eventually it'll be 26-24. So the opening set goes to the Grovers by 2 on the Bank North scoreboard. Our set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage is next.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
For the last 25 years, Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties has been serving the real estate needs of Fargo-Moorhead and the surrounding communities. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, Carlita is ready to help you evaluate the market and make the right choice for you. Take the first step into selling into your next home by calling Carlita Dietz at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Premier Properties at 701-367-5918. Experienced, confident, qualified. Carlita Dietz.
Join us for the Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run, Saturday, October 4th at Oak Grove Park. Every step you take supports Grover athletes, providing equipment, travel, live streaming, and more. Register today at GroverAthleticClub.com and be part of the Oak Grove Homecoming Fun. The Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run. Let's go, Grover Nation.
As we come back to our First Class Mortgage set recap, our out-of-town scoreboard, Valley City has an opening 1-0 lead over Northern Cass. Set number 2 currently tied at 5 apiece, but the Highliners take the opening set against Northern Cass. Kindred trying to take the opening set against Lisbon. Last check down in Lisbon here tonight. Brent Dick has a call for you on that one between the Vikings and the Broncos, but that is currently one more time 19-9 there in that particular volleyball match here this evening on yourliveevent.com. Again, Brent Dick on the call, but Kindred trying to take set number 1 on the road. Here in the first set, 12 ties between the Grovers and the Squirrels. Oak Grove 26-24 takes the opening set. Elena Foster DeVold with 6 kills to lead the floor. Middle had 3. The Squirrels with 4 kills by Thompson, 3 by Meyer, and 2 by Preen in that opening set. Neither team with an ace. Squirrels with 4 service errors. Oak Grove had 2. And again, as a set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. More, go online to firstclasscorp.com. As the Grovers will begin the second set, hitting one in the net. And Central Cass will take the points as Kavervig will come on here for the serve, as she does to Jose into the back. Christensen set near side. Welsh over the double. Broughton to Kavervig here, set outside. Right-handed swing on the way by Mitchell. Eventually blocked from Welsh. It's 2. Make that 1-1. As Welsh gets her second block of the match. And the serve here for Aspen Jose. Jose with the serve. This will make its way near side. Right-handed swing. And a block by Rostet. After the attempts by Preen. As Rosted earns the block, and the Grovers take a 2-1 lead. Jose back to the service line, and she's got a serve that can indeed get an ace or 2 on a particular night. Thompson, nice pass to Kavervig. Back set Mitchell with the tip in a good spot. Back right corner. Nicely done by Whitney Mitchell for her first kill of the match, and we're tied at 2 apiece. As coming on here for Central Cass is Kaylee. As Broden to the service line. Broden into the middle. Broneski is there. Christensen set. Foster DeVold with the tip, covered by Kavervig. This one back bumped on the way. Right-handed swing by Thompson. Jose with the pass. Grovers with the dump opportunity and down here for Christensen. Rachel with the points. It's now 3-2. As the Grovers lead it by 1. Also, if you're a shoe color fan, the Squirrels wearing that cotton candy, blue and pink, across their team shoes here this season. As this would be across on the net there by Broughton, and eventually the pass for the Grovers goes into the net, tied at 3. Central Cass to the service line here with Aspen Preen. Preen with the running jump serve in the middle. Foster DeVold is there. Grover's back set to the aforementioned Elena. Oh, what a spot in for the kill. Just in front of that back white line. It's 4-3. Grovers with the serve here with Elena. Foster DeVold, a junior here, was a problem as a freshman and a sophomore, and the same here as an elder classman. Kavervig outside. Here comes Thompson through the blocking down for the points. A team leading 5 kills now for Central Cass. Tied at 1, 2, 3, and 4 so far here in set number 2 on the Make North scoreboard. As Bussey to the service line. Jose with the pass to Welsh, set. This one is tipped across the net, covered nicely here by Central Cass. Meyer, right-handed swing, able to get through that block by Rosted and middle. And the point coming down here for McKenzie. Her 4th kill, it's 5-4. As Bussey onto the service line here for Central Cass. Bussey into the middle. This one is passed across, bumped. Free ball over by middle, out of play. It's 6-4. As Bussey back to the service line here for the Squirrels, looking for their 3rd region win of the season, trying to improve to 3-1. For the Grovers, looking for their 2nd region win of the season and trying to get to 2-1. Welsh set middle, Rosted with a nice spot for the kill. Taya with her 1st kill of the evening. Grovers back within a point. As the Grovers to the service line here will be with Geiger. Central Cass trying to see if they can best Oak Grove here tonight after losing in 2023 in the regular season in Castleton and last year losing here in Fargo. Now 5-setter. This will be set near side middle, across and down for the points. Oak Grove also defeated the Squirrels last season out in Kindred in the Region 1 championship match to make it to state for the 3rd time in program history, as Oak Grove has made it in 1999, 2019, and 2024. Service there on the way for the Grovers, their 4th. For Central Cass, they've had 15 state tournament appearances. Last came in 2017, Region 1 runner-up last year, and in 2021, 3 state titles for Central Cass in program history. As this would be into the back, Thompson up and over, a little roll shot. Jost to Welsh, back some of the way. Christensen over that double. The Squirrels with Bussey back set. Here goes Meyer on the attack. Jost with the bump. This one will go to Christensen at the 10-foot line. Thompson, nice pass to Bussey. Where will she go? To the outside. Mitchell with the little power tip. Walsh is there. Back bump on the way by Jost. Middle over the double. Longest volley of the night. Dump opportunity by Bussey. This one comes to the near side as middle with the right-handed swing. Good pass by Broughton. Set outside. Here comes Mitchell. Off the ribbon and down for the kill. Whitney Mitchell with her 2nd. 8-6 Central Cass here in set number 2. Set number 1, for those that are just joining us, went 26-24 in favor of Oak Grove. Second one early has been just as tight. This will be tipped, unable to get across. There's a little separation now for the Squirrels, up by 3. 12 ties in set number 1. So far 5 here in the 2nd. Thompson continues to serve. As she does into the middle, Jost trying to get the pass. This one eventually go to middle. Kept alive by Broughton. Back set Bussey. Meyer is unable to get there on the set attempt. It's now 9-7 side out Grovers. This season, the Region 1 tournament will make its way to Valley City on November the 10th. That Monday, Tuesday, Thursday with the state qualifiers. Then on that Saturday at the University of Jamestown at the Harold Newman Arena. Here comes Broughton, back row attempt out of play, 9-8. State this season in Bismarck. But about 2 months from now, we'll find out who's going to make their way. It'll be the 8 teams at the State A tournament in the capital city. Service error number 3 of the set for the Grovers. That's their 5th of the match. Central Cass has 4 total. Service here for Broughton. Broughton with the serve into the back. Geiger, Christensen, passed across and on the 3rd on by Welsh. Quickly, middle, kept alive. Grovers have to get it over, unable to do so. Able to see that for Central Cass with Severson with the block. It's 11-8. Central Cass trying to add a little bit more breathing room here in the 2nd. Broughton with the serve, and this will just miss the end line. It's 11-9. First service there here of set number 2 for Central Cass. Service on the way for Linden as Broneski comes on for Coach Angie Johnson. Thompson to Bussey, back set. Right-handed swing into the net by Severson. And the Grovers with a chance to tie now here in set number 2 in a volleyball match that got underway at 7:28 earlier this evening. That's the point. And the first ace of the match, it's 11-all. As that one will be with Linden. So 11 up here in set number 2 as the Grovers have rattled off 3 consecutive points. Central Cass Bussey set outside. This one able to get across by Preen. Grovers, Foster DeVold on top of the block. Good block there by Preen and Severson, as this is going to be blocked again but out of play. Preen able to put up the block, but the point will be awarded here towards the Grovers as Wisegram gets her second kill. Serve unable to get across, and it's 12 apiece. As Kavervig comes back. And you also have in the front row here with Emily Broden beside Mitchell. As this will be a tip out of play. Squirrels will take the point here at 13-12. As a serve will be upcoming yet again for Kavervig. Kavervig on to serve into the middle. Grovers coming to the middle to Foster DeVold off the ribbon, and then eventually going underneath on the attempt there by Preen to keep it alive, and we're tied at a baker's dozen. For Central Cass fans, the Squirrels will return home on Tuesday hosting Lisbon, part of homecoming week for the Grovers. After this, they will make their way to Valley City coming up next Tuesday, as we'll have a service there here for Oak Grove, their 5th in the set. And they will make their way to Grand Forks Central a week from tonight as well. Next time the Grovers are home is September 29th against Northern Cass. Christensen, dump. This one will go to Thompson, right-handed swing, in for the kill. Izzy's got her second of the set, her 6th of the match. Central Cass leads it by 2. Serve on the way for the Squirrels with Kaylee Broden. Christensen, near side Foster DeVold, and eventually the point will be awarded. 15-14. So Foster DeVold able to see that one ricochet. Service here for Welsh. Welsh into the middle. And this eventually will be the points. It's 15-all. There's serve upcoming here for Welsh. A knuckler across. Broughton able to help it out to Thompson. Gets this one over on the third. Good spot. Better dig by Jose off the ribbon. Broneski. Free ball across on the third. Kavervig set middle. This one tipped by Thompson down for the point. As faking that one was Preen, able to hold the block enough to allow Izzy to have more of a one-on-one on the outside, and she'll take the point here at 16-15. Service here for Central Cass. This will be by Preen. And it ricochets around, and the point will eventually go down. It's 17-15. Service again for Central Cass here for Aspen Preen. As the Squirrels up by 2 here in the second. Service by Preen, back left corner. Grover set. This one will go to the outside through the double. Unable to see that one go down was Christensen. It's 18-15, and Angie Johnson be taking a timeout here potentially, as that one goes towards the concession stand here, looking for a hot dog, a piece of pizza, or a popcorn, and Angie Johnson will take the timeout on the Bank North scoreboard. In the second, Central Cass leads it by 3.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Tope Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan throughout the week for a quote or review of your policy. Stop in into his office or simply call 701-347-4045. That again is Tope Insurance in Castleton. Chase Miller with you here tonight. 18-15. Central Cass out in front here in set number 2. As you see it now here for the Squirrels with Aspen Preen. As Preen to the service line here for Central Cass. Largest lead here in this set for the Squirrels again is 3. Foster of Old to Welsh. Back set to Elena off the double, kept alive. Kovarevic set quickly. Here goes Izzy. As the set maybe got to Thompson a little bit too quick. On the pass there by Kovarevic, it's 18-16. Side out here for the Grovers. As Foster of Old on to serve. Kovarevic coming through that slide is Meyer over the double. Jost with a nice pass to Welsh. This will come near side to middle off the top of the block. Kovarevic, dump, kept alive by Jost. Little joust going to be one. Jost able to free ball it over. Kovarevic outside. Thompson with a rocket. Jost with a dig. And the Grovers free ball over by Jost. Central Cass back set. This one pushed across. Foster DeVold with it. As this will be now a free ball over by Aspen. Kovarevic one more time outside. Thompson able to earn the points. As Thompson takes it here with her 8th kill. It's now 19-16. Nice rally, and Angie Johnson had to hustle out of the way after Rosted and Foster DeVold were trying to cover that point. There's an ace for the Squirrels. Brought to you in part by Brady Bussey. Bussey earns the ace, and Angie Johnson will quickly take her second time out here in set number 2. Central Cass up by 4.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
All right on cue, that timeout brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. To find agents near you servicing the southeastern part of North Dakota, a local company providing local service, go to CassCountyMutual.com. That again is CassCountyMutual.com. Squirrels up by 4 here late in set number 2 for Division A Region 1 Volleyball. After the timeout, Bussey back to the service line. Jost with a nice pass to Welsh. This will come to Rosted with the tip, and eventually it's down for the points. Close to seeing if that one was kept alive by Thompson or Bussey, but they'll give Rosted the tip kill. It's 20-17. Service here for the Grovers. This will be with Geiger. Geiger on into the middle. Bussey with the set. This one rolled across there by Meyer. Grovers, right-handed swing. Christensen through the double, kept alive here by the Squirrels. Near side is middle. Broughton, it hits the fan, goes to Bussey. Outside Thompson. Eventually the Grovers push across by Welsh. Broughton, this one bumps. Thompson, tight. Able to keep it alive. Back bumped on the way, or hit across on the second, Welsh set middle. Tip by Wisegram for the points. Good spot for Wisegram. That's her 3rd kill of the match, and a scrappy point for the Grovers. Service here for Geiger. into the middle. Broughton, Christensen to Welsh. Near side middle, over the double and down for the point. Clear with her 5th kill of the contest. And we'll see a timeout on the floor here for Central Cass on the Bank North scoreboard. It's Central Cass 20, Grover's 19 here in downtown Fargo.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Tied potentially here if Oak Grove can get the point on the Bank North scoreboard, or can Central Cass, after the coach Dana Stansberry timeout, get the serve right back, have a 2-point lead, and try to close out the Grovers here in set number 2. Service here for Geiger. That one knuckles across. Bussy set outside. This one pushed over by Severson. Eventually gets the point. Nice spot by Liv. It's 21-19. So you get the ladder there for Central Cass as they're up by 2. Squirrels with Thompson to the service line. Thompson unable to get it across. 6th service error of the match for Central Cass. Squirrels, however, up by 1 in set number 2. Christensen on to serve. That'll come to Broughton. Bussy set quickly. Severson trying to punch it over with the right hand, and we're tied at 21. 10th tie of the set, or 22nd of the match. Christensen on to serve. Broughton to Bussy. Back set. Meyer, right-handed swing over the double. Where do the Grovers go? They will come middle, tipped across. Off the ribbon. Bussy with the right-handed swing, and able to get that one across and steals a point for Central Cass. Just find a way to put the ball over the net. Good things can happen, and Bussy steals a point here for the Squirrels. 22-21. Broughton on the serve. Jose will see this here to Christensen. Wisegram with the tip. Broughton is there. Bussy set. Here's a right-handed swing. Was it touched? It was not. Unable to get across there by the middle of Preen, and we're tied at 22. Tied at 22 in the first and tied at 22 here in set number 2. Service for Linden. Broneski does have an ace tonight. Service on the way. Thompson with a nice pass to Bussy. Quickly to the outside. Right-handed swing is down for the kill. Aspen Preen gets the side out here for Central Cass. Squirrels with Kovervig to serve. Coming up and playing the front as well as Emily Broden. As Broden on to play the front, to Kovervig to serve. Abby. This one flutters across. Christensen set. Elena Foster to Vold. A little tip on that one. Able to go off the deflection there of the double and get the point right back here to the Grovers. Service for Aspen Jose. As Jose with the serve to the middle. Thompson with the pass. Kovervig set. Here's a right-handed swing for the kill. Use the block to your advantage. Aspen Preen did that. Now it's a set point here for the Squirrels. Service on the way here for Broden and Kaylee, the senior. Kaylee on to serve. This one will go into the back. Set near sideline. Foster to Vold. Through the double and down for the kill. Her 9th. We're tied at 24 in the first. Now here in the second, 13th tie of the set. Welsh to serve to Broden. Kovervig set. Thompson, right-handed swing off the right hand of Christensen. And Izzy with her 9th kill to tie Elena in that category for a match high. The Squirrels back with another set point chance. Their second here in set number 2. Service by Preen. Preen into the middle. Foster to Volt to Welsh. Back set. Elena right-handed swing. Off the block and down for the points. Able to earn the dig and get the kill. Tied at 25. Service here for Elena. She will play the back row. As Elena with the serve. Broden on the pass to Kovrig. We'll see the ace by Elena. As Coach Dennis Stansberry is going to talk it over with the timeout here. It's 26-25 Grovers. Oak Grove with the lead, and going back the last time Oak Grove had a lead here in the set, it was 4-3. Otherwise, it's been tied or Central Cass with the lead on the Bank North scoreboard. Bank North been a trusted financial partner for generations. To see what values-based banking can do for you, go to banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Grovers up by 1 here in set number 2 and trying to take the second set with some free volleyball as they did in the first, where the Grovers won 26-24 and trying to take it now 27-25 here in the second. Squirrels looking to get a quick side out, get the serve right back, and seeing if they can take a couple points in a row here and grab set number 2. Foster to Vold with the set point serve. Broden, nice pass to Kovacic, set outside. Thompson, who hammers one down. Quick transition for Central Cass. Give Kovacic the assist, and we're tied for the 15th time here in the set. 26 all, Bussey on to serve. Bussey into the middle to Jose with the pass to Welsh, who bumps it to middle through the block and eventually earns the points. Claire Middle with her 6th kill of the match. It's 27-26. As we'll see the serve upcoming here for Geiger. As Geiger with the serve. Broden with the pass to Bussey. Back set. Here goes Thompson over the double. Welsh going to be tight. Squirrels will play it. They will go outside. Thompson, was it hit out of bounds? They'll say deflection, as the Grover bench was thinking that it was 4, but the officials, it looked like here, called the point, and we had one official or the back judge say that it was touched at the net. And if it was, it went out of bounds on Oak Grove, so it'd be a point for Central Cass. If it never went over, it'd be 28-26 Grovers, because that would have been 4. So the officials will talk it over to make sure if that was actually deflected after the swing by Thompson. As we saw the back row call it, in a situation like this, if there's not enough for the officials to talk it over, you might see a jump and a reset on the point. There will be 27-26, the serve here for the Grovers. But right now, this will determine who takes set number 2, potentially, if it is 4 and it doesn't go across for Central Cass. That is the question right now. Was it deflected at the net, or did Izzy hit it into the net and it never actually was touched by a Grover blocker? Long conversation here at the officials table or stand, especially after the first set went 26-24. This one just as good. Will either end Oak Grove 28-26, or will continue to play some volleyball tied at 27. On the in-house scoreboard, they gave the point to the Grovers. But right now they're talking it over in a long conversation to see, was it tipped or did it go into the net? The Grover side immediately thought that that was 4, never went across. The Squirrel side immediately thought there was a deflection, and we're going to give the point to Central Cass. So give Thompson the kill. It'll be her 11th And we're tied at 27, and we'll play on here in set number 2. So serve here for the aforementioned Thompson. Oh, we got drama here in the second. What's coming out will be Whitney Mitchell now in the front row with Meyer, and alongside with Severson. As Angie Johnson just getting clarification here from the officials. And this will allow everybody to just take a calm, collective breath and continue to play some volleyball in a match that got underway nearly an hour ago here in Fargo. A service for Thompson. That'll come to Jose. Welsh, dump opportunity. Bussey able to help it. Broughton with the bump. This one goes to Meyer. Free ball over on the third. Jose quickly to Welsh. Set middle. Here's a block. Wisegrant pushes it across. Back to the Squirrels. Up and over by Mitchell. Grover's wanted to lift by Liv. Nothing there. Right-handed tip by Middle. Here goes Broughton on the bump. Mitchell with the right-handed swing out of play. No touch. And the Grovers take the point 28-27. Serve here for Christensen. Christensen into the middle. Broughton will see this one. That's an ace. Christensen with the third ace of the set here for the Grovers, and they take set number 2 on the Bank North scoreboard, 29-27. Back with a set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. That is next.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
As an American family insurance agent, Chris and Monica Heisey look out for what matters to you most, even when nothing is wrong. These days, everyone wants to save money, and they can show you how easy it is to have multiple policies by combining your auto and homeowner's insurance. Let Chris Heisey Agency with American Family Insurance put some change back in your pocket. For more info, visit chrisheisey.com. That's chrisheisey.com for all the details.
As we get to our set recap, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage, locally owned and operated. First Class Mortgage, more than a company name, it's the way they do business. If you're looking for their dedicated team, takes time to understand your financial situation. You're looking for a First Class Mortgage with lowest interest rates, go to online to firstclasscorp.com. Out-of-town scoreboard, Kindred up 2-0 in Lisbon, and the same for Valley City hosting Northern Cass. If those results hold, Valley City would improve to 4-0 in the region. Kindred would get to 3-1. Lisbon would drop to 1-2, and Northern Cass would drop to 0-3 in the region. Wahpeton, again, is idle here tonight. 16 ties in the second set. 3 aces so far for the Grovers. They have 7 service errors. 1 ace by Central Cass. They have 6 service errors. Elena Foster DeVold with 10 kills for the Grovers. We have 11 for Izzy Thompson to lead the floor. 26-24 in the first set for the Grovers, and the Grovers take the second 29-27. That again, a First Class Mortgage set recap, providing first-class service, first-class knowledge, first-class experience at the lowest interest rates. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, go to First Class Mortgage online at firstclasscorp.com. We're on 13th and 25th, locally owned in Fargo. Kavervig on to serve here in the third. Jost with the pass to Christensen. This one off the side of the block and down for the point here for Molly Welsh. That has been nip and tuck here this evening. Pretty much been within tied 1 point, 2 point, or a 3 point differential throughout in terms of being down or leading here in a set. There's a nice little transition game by the Squirrels going in their middle, and Aspen Preen give Kavervig the assist. Preen with her 5th kill to match, and we're tied at 1. As Gunnifson onto the service line here for the Squirrels. Gunnifson into the nets. As the Grovers will take the point here, it's 2-1. The serve here for Welsh. Molly Walsh, part of the 6-2 rotation here for Oak Grove. To serve, playing that one is Gunnifson to Broughton. Here comes Thompson over the double. Elena Foster DeVold with the dig. Back set. Christensen off her back heel. Blocked on the way there from Preen. Quickly pushed over from Christensen. Outside Thompson. She's going to get blocked from Rostek. Kept alive here by Broughton. Grovers near sideline. Foster DeVold puts one down. Couple of nice blocks that we saw. One by Preen, another by Rosted. But eventually it's the kill from Elena. At the Grovers take the 3-1 lead. Service here for Molly Welsh. Across the nets. Kavervig outside. Thompson with Thor's hammer. It's 3-2. Couple of big-time swings by a couple of big-time players here in set number 3. Service on the way for Preen. Trying to help it out is Broneski. Christensen's going to be blocked. We're tied at 3 apiece. Good block on the way for Central Caster's Emily Broden. Serve on the way for Severson. This one passed to Welsh. Bumped. Here comes Christensen. Squirrels to Thompson. Broneski all the way back to Izzy's side of the net. Kavervig back to Izzy one more time. Blocked by Rosted. Pushed across by Christensen. Grovers now with a chance to reset near side. Foster DeVold off the side of the block for the points. She's got her 12th. It's 4-3 here for the Grovers. Oak Grove up by a point here in set number 3. Service here for Foster DeVold. Elena over the ribbon. Trying to come across on that slide was Meyer, but Kavervig had to stretch, put it across the net. Rossiter with the tip. Kavervig set outside. Here comes Thompson on top of the block, able to earn the points. Izzy now with 13 in that category. For kills, we're tied at 4. Division A Region 1 Volleyball, all roads lead to Valley City for the Region 1 tournament starting on November the 10th. Get the 1 seed, you earn a bye. 2 play 7, 3 versus 6, and 4 versus 5 in the quarters. As Rosted trying to get that one over the double, unable to do so. As Foster DeVold pushes it across, Broughton to Bussey here, set outside. Thompson on top of the block, but eventually earns the point. Make it 5-4 here for Central Cass. We'll see that partial block at the net by Severson. Now Bussey to the service line. As Bussey, that'll flutter out. Tied at 5. As the serve will be upcoming for Sophia Geiger. As Geiger with the serve into the back left corner. Bussey with the set. This one tipped by Meyer. Grovers quickly with Welsh. Near side, free ball over on the third. Broughton to Bussey to the outside. Right-handed swing by Thompson. This one scrapes the ceiling, ricochets, and eventually Thompson takes the point. It's 6-5 in favor of the Grovers. In favor of the Central Cass. As you'll see, the serve here by Thompson goes to Jose. Welsh back set Christensen over the single block. Broughton helps it out. Here comes Mitchell. Jose to Welsh. Tight. Helping it was Middle. Push across by Wisegram. Busty's there. Set. Here comes Meyer off the side of a left hand. Welsh going to go to Middle over the double. Thompson to Bussey, but eventually the point comes down here for Middle. Tied at 6 apiece. Service on the way here for Rachel Christensen. As Christensen to the service line. Thompson with the pass to Bussey set. Here's a right-handed swing as this one is pushed back left corner. Grovers, free ball over on the third. Thompson with the pass. This one goes to Bussey. Set to the outside. Tight. Eventually a point. Here on the way for Mitchell. Whitney with the kill. That'll be her third. 7-6 Central Cass. Squirrels trying to avoid the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show after 3, and they would like to get there after 5. Grovers would like to get there after 3 or 4. Once we do get to our post-game show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Stay tuned. We'll hear from the winning team. Take a look at the final stats, that and more. Service here for Broughton. Grovers near side Welsh through the double and down for the points. Molly Walsh with the kill. We're tied at 7. Central Cass football makes their way to the Queen City for a date with Dickinson and the newly nicknamed Mavericks. Well, on the opposite side, the co-op of Shanley Oak Grove Volleyball has a home date at Sit-Sitchy Stadium with Minot High tomorrow night. 8-7 after a nice serve from Lyndon Broneski. Grovers have the lead. Service. Thompson plays it to Bussey. Here's a right-handed swing across by Preen. And we'll have a net. This would be on Oak Grove, and it's an 8-all affair. As Covervig comes on to serve here for Central Cass. As Abby with the serve into the middle. Grover's set. Foster DeVold going to see a block, and eventually will get 4. So it never was blocked at the net. See this one in 4. Point will go towards the Squirrels. Service here for Covervig. Covervig, this one across. Tight. There's a swing, and unable to put that one down was Aspen Preen as she hit the ribbon. Those are always interesting as a volleyball player. You go up, you see no block, you just think you're going to put one away, and all of a sudden the ribbon comes out there and grabs it. As they're muggy night outside with the rain and through the humidity, and it's muggy inside as well for the volleyball players as they're making sure they're getting everything situated on the volleyball court. Tied at 9 here in Fargo. Set 1 to the Grovers, 26-24. Set 2 to Oak Grove, 29-27. Covervig to the middle. Nice little tip, but just missed the line by Preen. It's 10-9. Good thought by Aspen, but Oak Grove will take the point. Service here for Aspen Jose. Jose into the middle. Broughton with the pass. Covervig back set on the way. Here goes Mitchell. Nice spot for Whitney. Mitchell with her 4th kill. We're tied at 10. Substitution is coming on to serve is going to be Gunnifson. There's Kiera here, the senior for the Central Cass Squirrels, and we'll see a serve on the way. As this will come to the back right corner. Grovers, Christensen, that will be pushed, and us just missing the line there by Foster DeVold. Squirrels will take the lead here by 1. And this one very similar to what we saw in set 1 and set 2, where neither team could get out and hide from the other. Christensen back set, pushed across. Gunnifson set to the outside. Thompson. Grovers. Foster DeVold into the net. Central Cass leads by 2. Both teams back in action on Tuesday, where the Squirrels will host the Lisbon Broncos on yourliveevent.com. Grovers will make their way to Valley City and play against quality Highliner Club, as that one is also hit into the net. It's 13-10. Central Cass back to the service line here at Gunnifson. Serve on the way, back right corner. This one set, Rosted with the tip and down for the points. Taya Rosted's got her 3rd kill of the match. Grovers with the side out. As we'll see it now here for Molly Welsh. Grovers to serve. Welsh down the line. Kodrovic set. Here goes Izzy into the net. Service for the Grovers. Molly Welsh. Welsh into the middle. This one off the bottom of the hoop and eventually free balled over by Thompson. Quickly for the Grovers in the transition. Rosted puts it down. 3 straight points by the Grovers. We're tied at 13 apiece. We've had at least 10 or more ties in every set so far. 12 in the first, 16 in the second, 10 and potentially counting here in the third. Service here by the Grovers will allow the Squirrels to take the lead and head back to the line. As Preen to the service line. Lena Foster DeVold to Welsh coming middle. Rosted with a tip, hits the ribbon and down. Rosted's got her 5th kill of the match. And the serve here for Elena. As Foster DeVold with 12 kills here on the evening. Kodrovic tight. This one punched over by Meyer. Welsh set. Middle. Able to put one down. It'll be Claire's 8th of the contest. Grovers lead by 1. Trying to sweep Central Cass here this evening. Squirrels trying to see if they can push this to at least the 4th. Kodrovic back set, right-handed swing. This one off the blocking down for the points. Emily Broden earns the kill. That'll be her 2nd. Tied at 15. As Bussey will come on here to the service line. Squirrels with the win would improve to 3-1 in the region, while Oak Grove with the win would improve to 2-1. Jose with the pass. This one sent middle. Rosted. Broughton with the dig. Bussey set to the outside. Up and over on the roll shot is Thompson. Jose. This one coming near side as middle puts it down the line. There is Gunnifson. Back row attack by Broughton. Jose with the nice pass. This one set near side as that'll go to Christensen for the points. Rachel Christensen with her 3rd kill, and the Grovers up by 1. As Geiger heads to the service line here for Oak Grove. As Geiger with the right-handed serve. Gunnifson with a clean pass to Bussey. Outside up and over then by Severson. Quickly, Grovers middle, down the line. Bussey is there. Meyer. Here comes Thompson up and over on the 3rd. Welsh dump covered by Bussey. Broughton with the back bump. This one going to the attack line of Thompson. Unable to get it across, and it's 17-15. And timeout here for Central Cass. On the Bank North scoreboard, Grovers up by 2.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual. They provide insurance products all of southeastern North Dakota. To find an agent near you, go to CassCountyMutual.com. That again is CassCountyMutual.com. First time out here for Central Cass in the third. Oak Grove, they have 2 remaining. Back and forth, Grover, Squirrels both out in front here in set number 3. As the Grovers have their largest lead here at 2. In the third, the Squirrels led by 13-10 for their largest lead in set number 3. Chase Miller with you here tonight from Darwin Gorder Gymnasium here on the campus of Oak Grove. This will be pushed over. Grovers set by Wisegram, Bussey, Broughton. Izzy Thompson up and over, out of play. And the Grovers up by 3. Oak Grove trying to put away a scrappy Squirrel Club here in straight sets, but it's been tight throughout. Just over the net. Bussey back set. Here comes Thompson cross court in a really good spot. I'll feed Thompson. We got her down for her 15th kill of the match. It's 18-16. Service here on the way for the aforementioned Thompson. As Izzy goes into the back, Aspen Jost is there. Welsh sets. Here goes middle. Broughton to Bussey to the outside. Mitchell, right-handed swing. Jost keeps this one alive tight, but eventually running out of room. There was Wisegram, and Meyer was ready to put up the block. Back-to-back points here from Central Cass. Thompson trying to tie this puppy up at 18-all here in the third. Right-handed side, dump just over. Mitchell plays it. Bussey with the push, back left corner, covered here by the Grovers. But then no one, well, someone does get to the third and middle. Bussey back set. Here goes Meyer pushing it back right corner for a good spot. McKenzie with her 5th kill and a timeout for Coach Johnson. 3 consecutive points rattled off here by the Squirrels. It's our 13th tie of set number 3.
We aren't meant to be still. And while you determine the direction you'll go, we're just here to help you along the way. So go. Go with experience. Go with teamwork. Go with neighbors. Go with integrity.
Time on the floor brought to you in part by Tope Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan throughout the week at 701-347-4045. That again is Tope Insurance in Castleton. Tied at 18-all here on YourLiveEvent.com. If you're just joining us, Grovers won 26-24 in set number 1. Oak Grove took the second, then 29-27. Izzy Thompson with 15 kills to lead the floor. Elena Foster DeVold, she's got 12 here for Oak Grove in a match that got underway an hour and 20 minutes ago here in Fargo. Thompson with the serve, Jost with the pass. This one goes to Welsh. Back set to Christensen off the side of the block. Broughton able to keep it alive. Back set here by Bussey. This will be out of play. Was there a deflection? Nope, there was not. We're seeing if there was a touch off to the attempt by Meyer. And the point will go towards Oak Grove here, 19-18. Christensen on the service line. Thompson with the clean pass to Bussey outside. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell will put one down for the points. Her 5th kill, and we're tied yet again. Service here for Broughton. Broughton to serve. That's when I go to Welsh. Middle, Wisegram. Bussey. Back row attack by Thompson. Blocked by Wisegram. It's put right back across. Wisegram again with another block. Here comes Mitchell off the side of Welsh. Whitney with a couple points in a row here for Central Cass. 20-19, Squirrels up by 1. Broughton, this one goes into the back to Geiger, set near side, middle, check that Welsh with the tip. Back bump here by Broughton. Mitchell with the tip, and eventually puts the point down. Mitchell starting to roll here in set number 3. A timeout for Angie Johnson. We'll break with them on the Bank North scoreboard. Squirrels up by 2.
What is that? Is that top insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance, maybe?
I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe.
That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies.
On the Bank North scoreboard here today, to find a branch or location near you, visit banknorth.bank. That's banknorth.bank, and see what trusted financial partner for generations can do for you at Bank North. Squirrels up by 2 here, getting late in set number 3, and a must-have-it set for Central Cass. Trying to put this one to the 4th and get to a set recap. Well, for the Grovers, trying to earn a sweep and get to the postgame show. Service here for Broughton. Set tip wise, Graham Broughton keeps it alive. Bussey back set, this one pushed over, back right corner by Severson. Jose then unable to play it, as we'll get a jump as it was played by a Oak Grove student section. And they're gonna get a jump as Jose was going in to the student section, a good roll or 2 up before it was tipped and played. That's a tough one if you're a Central Cass fan, probably saying, hey, even if Aspen tries to go make that play, if that ball was second to third row up, probably wasn't going to be allowed to be played, and then you get the service error. So the point will be awarded here to the Grovers. That'll be the 9th service error here for Central Cass, and we'll get a jump. So serve upcoming here for Lyndon Broneski. She's got an ace here tonight. Broughton to Bussey. This one unable to get across, and we're tied at 21, and a timeout here for Dana. Tied at 21 all here on your liveevent.com. Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard as we will keep it here on this timeout, brought to you in part by Cass County Mutual and Taupe Insurance here this evening. Able to see the Kinder Vikings go on the road and pick up a win here tonight in straight sets. And in doing so, they improve now to 3-1 on the season. Lisbon drops to 1-2. While in Valley City, between the Highliners and Northern Cass, it was also a straight sweep here tonight on the way for Valley City over the Jags. And in doing so, Valley City now 4-0 on this season. Northern Cass drops to 0-3. So a sweep here on a Thursday for Valley City and Kindred. Oak Grove trying to keep that theme going, as we'll see the serve on the way for the Grovers. Broneski with the serve. This with the pass, up and over by Preen. Christensen, back bump on the way. Foster DeVold, right-handed swing blocked, and eventually the point goes down. Elena's got her 13th kill of the match, and the Grovers have taken the lead here. It's 22-21. Service for Broneski. Linden into the middle. Bussey pushes it across on the second. Grovers outside, Foster DeVold off the top of the block, kept alive nicely by Broughton. Free ball across by Mitchell. Grovers set, Foster DeVold. Was it touched? Yes, it was. Points here for Oak Grove. 23-21. Well, for the Squirrels, they'll have to dig down right now. 4 consecutive points here by the Grovers. Free ball across from Broughton. This will be set. Foster DeVold puts another point down. 3 straight for Elena. It's 24-21. As we'll see this here for Oak Grove. Service on the way for the Grovers. Bussey to Thompson over on the third. Match point opportunity for Oak Grove. Foster to Vold off the double and puts it down for the point. And the Grovers will close the set here on a 6-0 run as they take the third, 25-21. In a volleyball match that goes 1 hour and 26 minutes here this evening. The Grovers 26-24, 29-27, and 25-21. Oak Grove improves to 11, make that 12-4 on the season, 2-1 in Region 1 play. For the Central Cass Squirrels, they drop to 6-4 on this season and 2-2 in Region 1 play. Coming up, we'll get to our post-game show brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Grover's led by the 16 kills of Elena Foster DeVold. Izzy Thompson led the way for Central Cass with 15 kills here tonight. With the win, again, the Grovers now 12-4 in the season. The Squirrels drop to 6-4. We're back with our post-game report after this here in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms. Saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage. Our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
As we continue on our Tommy's Express post-game show here tonight, join us is Elena Foster DeVold. Here we had her down for 16 kills and got things rolling there late to put a Central Cass away as well on a 6-0 run. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. Elena, I know it's going to say 3-0, but it was awfully tight going extras in set 1, set 2, and also set 3. What'd you see from your team in a very tight match in Kindred on Tuesday that could have gone any way, but able to come back and defend home court here tonight against a scrappy Central Cass club?
I think we really channeled our momentum tonight, and once we had a kill, we kept going from there, which helped us a lot to get kills and get a lot of energy to put the ball away. Talk about what Claire Middle's been able to do. 8 kills here tonight, got a couple in every particular set. What have you seen from the sophomore? Yeah, she's huge for us. She knows how to put the ball away. She finds great spots for us and really just, is really reliable to go to when we're in tough situations. What kind of worked? We were talking before, Aspen goes into the second or third row trying to get a volleyball. They called jump. All of a sudden, boom, you guys get the point, and 5 points later, a 6-0 run. What did that kind of momentum play just do, getting the next point in terms of the serve going out of bounds and then just kind of rolling offensively from there? It was huge. We took that and ran with it, and it just really worked for us. So we were putting the ball away. We were getting passes. The sets were on. and everything was just looking great for us because of the hard work that we were putting into every ball.
As a player, you know every match is going to be gutsy performance here in Region 1 play. What's it been like as a player so far? 3 divisions of volleyball, knowing every night you go out, you're probably going to see matches like this as fans or those watching, that it's going to be really tight. What's it like as a player?
It's so fun and so exciting. I love coming out here every night and giving it everything that I've got, and just knowing that I can trust all my teammates and that they have my back for every ball is amazing.
Last thing before we let you go, biggest thing is what over the weekend as you get ready for a really quality opponent in Valley City coming up on Tuesday on the road?
Lots of rest and time off, and just, watching film and getting ready for our opponent.
Elena, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck on Tuesday.
Thank you so much.
Elena Foster DeVolde with us here. This interview brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. We'll hear from the head coach, Angie Johnson, next for the Grovers.
Join us for the Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run, Saturday, October 4th at Oak Grove Park. Every step you take supports Grover athletes, providing equipment, travel, live streaming, and more. Register today at GroverAthleticClub.com and be part of the Oak Grove Homecoming Fun. The Grover Athletic Club Flannel 5K and Fun Run. Let's go, Grover Nation.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
As we continue again on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, join us is the head coach. That is Angie Johnson here. As always, these interviews brought to you in part by DJ Coulter Agency. And Angie, one thing both you and Dana said in the pregame show is this was going to be good volleyball tonight. And it was a really good crowd here on Parents' Night for the Grovers. A happy birthday there goes out to Elena. She had herself a really nice match. But I think for fans, buckle in when it's Region 1 play, because we saw this in Kindred, back on Tuesday from a Grover point of view. We saw it here tonight. So what are these early season matches that kind of have that hint of November, in them early on the season? What does that just do for a team getting some quality competition early on the season?
It's super important. I feel like in the years past, it's kind of been up and down throughout the region, and so it's really nice to just have consistent competitive matches so that you can really see where you're at as a team.
Able to find a couple of different players here. I know you and I have talked about Elena. We've talked about Claire in the past as well. But what did you just kind of see from Taya Rostic? She had some interesting points in the game that were maybe 50-50, tied at 18, tied at 19, and boom, there's a block or there's a good tip or a hit. What have you kind of seen from Rostic so far this year?
She's really gotten a lot more confident as in the past couple of weeks, I would say, and making sure that she's up every single time the ball's in the setter's hands. And that's obviously what we've stressed since the beginning. She needs to be able to pull that block from Elena and Claire on the outside, and then just being an option herself. I think at the beginning, she wasn't really confident in herself as much as she should be, and she can go up there, she can place the ball wherever she wants to place it.
In the first set, there was 12 ties. In the second set, there was 16 ties. And in the third set, there was 15 ties. I don't know if I've ever called the match that was that close, or realistically, no one was up by more than 1 or 2 for a vast majority of the match. What's it like as a coach when you can't really get on a big run to try to put someone away? You eventually did in the third, but what's it like as a coach when you just know we're getting a point, they're getting 2, we're getting 2, they're getting 1, pulling teeth, if you will?
I mean, on one hand, excuse me, it's really hard to figure out when to call a timeout. From a coaching perspective, it's like, do I let them get 1 or 2 ahead? And then, I mean, it's also nice then there's no 3, 4, 5, 6 point runs. So it was nice to be able to side out. I thought we sided out really quickly. I wish we could have gone on a little bit more runs earlier in the game so that it wasn't so back and forth. But overall, I think we did a good job of fixing kind of what we struggled with on Tuesday against Kindred, is just kind of wanting the ball to come to us and having the urgency to put the ball away.
Aspen goes into like the second or third row of the high school student section. They call a jump. It's a service error, then 5 consecutive points rattled off by you guys. You finished the set on a 6-0 run. What did that call kind of do, in terms of having the service error, then boom, you get the point. All of a sudden it felt like momentum was on your side. Just what did that kind of do to close out a set?
I mean, it gave us a second chance. Aspen did a really good job of chasing that ball down. Obviously, if she wouldn't have chased it, they wouldn't have called a replay. She had her hands on it when the student hit it. So, I mean, that's what we've been working on, is taking those chances and just being, like I said, urgent and getting that ball put away. We see our chance. We got to take it.
Angie, we'll let you enjoy this one. Enjoy the weekend. Best of luck against Valley City on Tuesday.
Thank you.
And again, Angie Johnson on the postgame show. Will continue after this here on your live event.
Prairie Supply has the expertise to help you tackle even the toughest jobs, from concrete and rebar to heat and winter construction services. Prairie Supply has extensive product lines with professional on-site solutions you can trust. Prairie Supply is a supplier of construction equipment and materials specializing in, but not limited to, concrete construction. Prairie Supply supporting the hard-working contractors in the field or at the drawing board. Visit prairiesupply.com today.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
On the Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show, a gritty game. These two teams will meet about a month from now, and if it's anything like tonight, get out to Castleton to watch some really good volleyball, or watch it here on yourliveevent.com as we continue on our Tommy's Express Car Wash post-game show here this evening. Here's a look at your final numbers. Lena Foster DeVold on her birthday with 16 kills. You had Middle with 8 kills. Rosted with 5, your leading kill getters here this evening for the Grovers. Central Cass led by the 15 of Izzy Thompson, the 7 by Mitchell, 5 apiece from Meyer and Aspen Preen. 3 aces for the Grovers, 8 service errors. You had 1 ace for Central Cass, and also 9 service errors here in this one. As we go now to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. Elena Foster DeVold kind of put the team on her back in the last couple of points there. Consistently, the ball was coming to her. She was able to put the ball down. A match high in terms of kills. She also had an ace tonight. Elena Foster DeVold is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. From there, our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest was by Brady Bussey earlier in the set. A couple of passes that went awry. She went with the right hand, just able to swing it over the net and earn a point. A very athletic play by Bussey to earn that particular point on a diving attempt by a setter, just trying to get that one over the net on the third hit, able to do so. That is our play the game, brought to you in part by Agassi Precision Egg, your feature precision planting dealer. For more information, visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. So here's the latest Region 1 standings. Valley City now 4-0 in region play. You have Kindred at 3-1, Oak Grove at 2-1, Central Cass at 2-2, Lisbon at 1-2, Northern Cass and Wahpeton respectively at 0-3. For more high school sports, make sure you join us tomorrow night here on yourliveevent.com for high school football, and then get ready for some more high school volleyball coming up here next week, as well as the Highliners will host the Grovers, and then we'll have the Central Cass Lisbon matchup for you on yourliveevent.com. Again, that does it for our postgame show, brought to you in part by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Love your ride and your locally owned Tommy's Express. Sign up now in the app for your first month of unlimited washing and make Tommy's Express your clean routine. With 2 locations in Fargo and 2 in Moorhead, they have the tools and the expertise to keep your car clean inside and out. I'm Chase Miller, repeating tonight's final in a match that goes an hour and 26 minutes. Grovers 26-24, 29-27, 25-21 here in downtown Fargo. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night.